back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, my name is Megan, and today we are going to do my bi-weekly budget number 1 results video. This was from June 26th to July 9th. I am a paycheck to paycheck budgeter, so my budgets do not go from the first of the month to the end of the month. So this is my first bi-weekly budget for the month. Just so you know, these are my budget sheets for my Etsy shop. It's called BudgetQueenShop. They are awesome PDF printables that I use every month. Anyways, let's just get into the video. So what I like to do is go for the income first. So my husband was supposed to make $1,500. I was supposed to make $1,391.13. Just so you know, I am at home. But due to COVID-19, I am off of work, so I get paid from the government. I get $500 a week, so $1,000 every 2 weeks, so $2,000 a month, just so you guys know. So first, we'll just do my husband's income. So $1,823.06, $1,823.06. Anything over $1,500 I would have put onto my credit card, but I knew that we were going to spend a lot more because of my unexpected camping trip, so I made sure to keep that money in the account for now until I got paid my $1,000. So let's do my money now. What I like to do is just do my income, so $1,000 there. I applied for the BC grant. I live in British Columbia, Canada, just so you know, so there was an extra $1,000 benefit. So I also got paid here. This was just my regular pay, so I ended up getting $2,000. So that was awesome. And then I'm gonna put variable. I don't usually budget this because I don't know how much I'm gonna make on Etsy or anything else. So the $391.13 I was going to put into my paycheck, but that is just extra money, so I'm gonna put it as variable this time. So we're gonna go down the list. So Etsy $26.13, Etsy $640, GST $391.13, Etsy $10.59. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. So altogether for variable income, I earned $434.25. So altogether we made $4,257.31, which was amazing compared to our budgeted amount. I'm so happy about that. So now let's move on to our bills. So let's see. Jeep and rent, so $267.33 automatically comes out of our account every Friday. For our rent, this is a quarter of our rent. We are now back up to doing the full rent, so I'm putting half of the rent away each bi-weekly budget. So it's normally $500 every 2 weeks that I put into savings, and at the end of the month I pull the $1,000 into my account and send it off to my landlord. So now in bi-weekly budget number 2, I'm saving $500, just so you know. So for bank fees, I was just a little bit over, where did it go? There, $1,503, and then $1,495 were my husband's. Yes, we have bank fees. It sucks. We're going to change it, just so you guys know. So $29.98. Then let's go to iTunes. Let's see. iTunes. I can hear my son in the background. $11.19. My husband's Apple Music went up a little bit, and then right here is his storage, so $135. So altogether, his iTunes were $12.54. So I will adjust my budget moving forward into next month, knowing that this is going to be $12.54 moving forward. I know that the insurance was the same, $168.07. Electric was $135. $135. Where did the Wi-Fi go? Here it is, $85.80. $85.80. Taxes were $250. With getting government funding for The $1,000 that I got at first, you don't have to take taxes out of it. It was a tax-free benefit. But for my regular $1,000, I have to take my own taxes out. So I'm doing 25%. So obviously $250 is 25% of $1,000. So altogether, that was $1,198.72. Now let's move down to expenses. So for expenses, I uploaded my week 1 and week 2 spending tracker yesterday. So if you haven't watched that video already, please go do that. What I do for my expenses, it's so easy. Instead of going back like 2 full weeks, you just look at week 1 and week 2, add them up, and that's the number that you have for your biweekly budget. So with that being said, you add up $38.71 and $437.20 for groceries. So I spent $475.91 on groceries, just a bit over by $75. Also, if you haven't watched this video, please go do that because it explains a lot of my transactions. That way I don't have to explain a lot in this video because it's going to be long already. Anyways, week 1 we spent $50 on gas, and then week 2 we spent $80.02. So we spent a total of $130.02 on gas. Again, that should have been like $40 for camping in the camping budget, but that's okay. As long as it's tracked, then that's all I care about. So for eating out, we spent $0 and then $78.23. So it's just $28.73. For my husband's spending, he spent $25.75, then $80.46. So he is definitely over budget by a lot, by $106.21. I had a budget of $10. Just so you guys know, my biweekly budget number 1 for expenses is just cut right in half from what I budgeted for the monthly budget. So that's exactly half of what I budgeted for the month. For my spending, I spent $41.54. I have no idea what I spent that money on, to be honest. It's tracked, obviously, in my bank account, but I'm not going to go through it right now just to tell you guys what that is because I honestly forget. Kids, we spent $122.93. Lots of stuff that I had to get before camping. Household, $7.99 and $169.62. A lot of household repairs and whatnot that we have to keep up with for maintenance because we are renting. For other, we spent $392.93, which was absolutely crazy. My husband needed new work boots because his got absolutely mangled. So that is that. We had to get his boots, which were $325 something, and then the rest of it was just miscellaneous stuff that popped up. So a grand total of $1,525.38 for expenses, which is absolutely nuts. I'm like almost sick at that number, but that's okay. Stuff happens. Just so you know, we did not get into any debt for this extra money. As you can see, we made a lot more income, so we were able to purchase my husband's boots. If we did not have the money for my husband's boots, then we would have pulled it out of savings, and then we would have just put that money back into savings. So we did not go into debt. We had the money for this extra spending, which could have gone to a credit card, but it didn't. Anyways, moving on to debt, we will get our daily spending trackers back. I didn't put anything on my US credit card because I had just paid it with June's budget. June's budget went to the 25th, and I paid the US credit card with that paycheck. So I just decided, hey, I already paid it. There's no point of making a double payment right now because that's not the credit card that I was focusing on. So now we go to the debt snowball. This is a different story. So I made that extra $1,000, right? So I immediately put the remaining balance of my husband's credit card on his credit card. So $552 there, and then we did $78.19 there. So altogether for our debt snowball, we put $630.19. So that was awesome. I was super happy, even though like I see that money there and I'm like, oh my God, I spent it all. I put over half of that onto my husband's credit card. So I was super happy about that. We paid it off. So now we only have 2 credit cards left. Just so you also know, I'm doing my monthly debt update video tomorrow. That will be posted tomorrow. So I'm so excited to show you guys that I only have 2 credit cards left. See the remaining balance on that, and yeah, celebrate with me. Anyways, for camping, we had lots of expenses. Let's just go down the list. $362.22. I just clumped all the transactions together. That was for camping. That was just a lot of crap. $24.63. So as you can see, I would have been like just under budget for my camping, but what had happened is my mom forgot the poles for the huge tent, like the 8-man tent. So my sister had to go into town and get a new tent. So since my mom had an 8-person tent and they bought a new 8-person tent, I decided to buy that big 8-person tent off of her because my husband and I don't have a tent. So that was an extra $125. So I would have been under budget. Oops. I definitely would have been under budget for my camping category if I hadn't have bought that stupid tent. That was honestly not in my control. So $511.85 was for camping. Anyways, let's move on. Best friend's birthday, I spent $45.17, so under budget for that. For my mom's birthday, I ended up sending her $50. I know it was over budget, but I asked her what she wanted for her birthday. And she was like, I would love this big chair so I can have the kids sitting on my lap, blah, blah, blah. So I asked her how much it was. She said $70, but if you could send me $50, that would be awesome. So I sent her the money for the tent and her birthday. So I hope she loves that chair. I swear to God, if she doesn't use that chair, I will return it myself and get that money back. Anyways, so the one other expense that I had under other that I have to put in is car maintenance. As you may know, that I'm doing a lot of car maintenance to my husband's really shitty car. We have it paid off and we just want to keep up the maintenance. He has to put it back on the road because I'm not going the whole summer without a vehicle. So for that car maintenance, where did it go? Right there, $294 even. $294 even, and I don't even know what work had to go into it, so don't ask me that. So altogether that was $901.02. So lots of spending, which is crazy, but it happens and we had the money for it, thank God. So let's go to the totals. The actual was $4,257.31. The bills were $1,198.72. The expenses were $1,525.38. The debt was $630.19, and the other was $901.02. And I ended up being negative $2, so I don't know how that worked. Like, my math was off somewhere, but I went back and added my math, like, I swear to God, 100 times. So something is off by $2. It's just $2. I'm not going to fret over it any more than I have been. I swear I worked on this for 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So if it was $20, then I would go back, but it's just an even $2. I don't know where that went. So it is what it is. I'm not going to fret over it, and I'm going to move on. So that is it for my biweekly budget number 1. I know it's a shit ton of spending in my expenses. I am feeling sick over it, so I'm so sorry about that. Moving forward, we are going to focus on a lot of sinking funds and a lot of debt snowball. I just put I think almost $600 on my credit card, which was exciting. So you'll see a lot of progress from us, especially with our income going up. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos, even though I did overspend. Hopefully next biweekly budget will be, tamed down since we are home and relaxing. So I hope you guys are excited for those videos. I'll see you guys in my next video tomorrow, which is my debt update. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.